Alright guys, I had a choice to make. I had a choice to make. I had a choice. It was either finish recording what I've already recorded 50 minutes of for the Badass vs. Simi OST series, which was... it's still going on, or record SoulWind versus Tamahome. Famahome. It's really just Tamahome, but I call it Famahome. More CBB calls him Famahome, and I copied CBB. Trendsetter. But, I decided to record this game because this is... I don't know. I just wanted to record it because it was DPP in black and white, and I really do not want to record that many more OST games, but we're just going to see Tamahome go for the knockoff and SoulWind go for the knockoff, and SoulWind basically screws himself turn 1. What the fuck? I do not agree with that play at all. Why would you ever... I don't get the play. I really don't, SoulWind. I don't know what he was doing there. I don't think you should ever risk your Toxic Orb. Ever. I mean, I guess someone predicted him to overpredict, but overpredict what? There is no reason. And now he's going to get absolutely destroyed by Tangrowth. I mean, I guess he got rid of his Rocky helmet, but you're really in the hole at this point. I mean, you have a Latias, but he has a Weavile, and a Diancie, and a Heatran. I mean, unless you're the secret HP Steel, Earthquake, Reflect type recover Latias, you're in a whole lot of trouble here. And as you can tell, Jesus Christ, SoulWind is just getting played here by Tamahome. Jesus Christ, that is bad. That is, I mean, he may have rocks, but SoulWind does not have a way to beat this fucking Tangrowth, like, at all, like, seriously, what the hell, SoulWind? Okay, you got rid of your Toxic Orb, and, okay, he goes with a T-Bolt, and he does not paralyze, so... already, he's in a hole, and he does not really... I mean, he goes to Mew, I guess. Oh, never mind. He goes to Gliscor, and he's going to get killed by Moonblast. Or he gets Rocks up. Tamahome now has Rocks on his side. He goes to his Tangrowth. He goes for the Roost. I do not see... this is a very, very bad position for SoulWind. You had the freaking Gliscor, man. You had a Gliscor. You were in such a good spot, and... ugh. That's painful. He's going to go to Diancie. I don't know if you should go Diancie there, because now I think you actually run the risk of, you know, you're getting too weak in all honesty. He's going to go ahead for the Moonblast. There is no way in hell that this is HP Fire, not Protect. At least I don't think. I mean, it is. I eat my own words. It is actually HP Fire Protect. So we're going to see SoulWind get his Ferrothorn taken the fuck down by turn 14. His Manaphy counter, NA. He has a Rotom, a Toxic Orb, Gliscor, a Sleeping Tracheon, and a Mew. While Tamahome has... Tamahome. I'm going to call him Tamahome, or Draco Malfoy. But yeah, SoulWind is completely fucked. And it is over. There is no way he is going to get this game. I just don't see it happening. Maybe I should have continued recording the OST series. I'm not saying SoulWind loses this series. I'm saying he loses this game. If he wins this game, then I will eat my shorts, but there is no way. Like, his Weavile counter is sleeping, and it's about to take, like, 50% from a Moonblast. So, like, you're done. You are done. I mean, like, unless this is CD Weavile, and... okay, never mind. He decides to go for... actually, that still did enough. And he misses the... okay, SoulWind, it's over. Game's done. Even if you didn't miss the pump, you were getting forced out by Tangrowth, and then Weavile sweeps. There is... yeah, that's game. Why would you bring that team? Dude, I don't even get it. Is that like an ABR team? I mean, it gives me the ABR vibe. You have Mega Latias and a Tracheon, but... dude. Dude, what the fuck? This was a wild game. It's just a quick game, but it was a wild game. And I guarantee you that Black and White and Gen 4 will be much better, because those are the two tiers that these people main. Although SoulWind mains Black and White more than he does DPP, and Tama vice versa. So, I guess we'll see a bit of a paradigm shift in how they're going to be playing the next couple games. And those are going to be really intense. This is one of the best tour matchups I've ever really seen. So that's nice. But, at this point, like I said, I really do not see SoulWind pulling this out. Tama just has way too many threats alive, and I don't see SoulWind being able to pull this one out. Unless this is, like... I don't even know. Had to pause there for a second, but nothing all that new happened except for Rotom Wash fainting, Diancie being killed by Gliscor, Manaphy killing Gliscor, and T-Bolt on Heatran, returning with a Toxic from Heatran on itself. The T-Bolt crit may actually help him, but we're just going to see Word Power. He decides to just straight up risk it. Although I guess there wasn't that much risk because he hasn't even slept one turn, but Top is not going to risk it twice. I'm just going to go straight up to Landorus Therian. He's going to go in. Frakian is still sleeping. I suppose he just U-turns out here. There's really no reason not to when you have a Tangrowth that is that healthy and it's a -1. So he's going to wake up, and I guess it's Choice Scarf, and he goes to the Stone Edge, but it really shouldn't matter all that much. I don't think there's any way that he could salvage this game. He's just going to go, yeah, there's the burn. He's going to Weavile straight. I don't know why you would go Weavile straight. I don't get it. He actually went to... He went to Weavile straight. I do not understand that at all. There is no reason to go to Weavile there. The PDC tradition of people interrupting me while recording continues, and as you can tell, Weavile is going to be the finishing one in the game. It really was just this. There was really not that much to it, not much intricate play. But now, we're going to switch to Gen 5 OU. Woohoo, this will be a great game. And judging from the teams, it already is. This is actually a pretty interesting team, aside from the fucked up sprites, which I don't know why they do this. For some reason, Black and White always continues its sprites like to be messed up. But, Dragmag versus a balanced team, which doesn't have any chappable Muns, but only has one Dragon Resist, and it is a Balloon Mun, so that's pretty interesting in all honesty. I think SoulWind's team is pretty cool, actually. When I first saw it, I'm like, you know, this is kind of a weird take on typical Alakazam T-Tar balance, but oh, he's gonna miss the Magma Storm. That's actually pretty bad. He's gonna go out to Rotom, I guess, predicting a Surf, and yep, there's a Surf. I assume that it's Choice Specs Latios. I don't believe an E-Belt or something like that could do that much damage. The Vultures is going to come on. Jirachi is going to be taking quite a bit. I do not believe that's especially defensive, but it probably has some HP investment in there. He's going to go and just straight up kill the Jirachi. That's actually really good for SoulWind. That was a really good play on his part, although I don't know why he just let it be taken out like that. But he's just going to go to Rotom. He doesn't need Rotom on this game because Rotom is against 4 dragons is essentially useless, and now he just gets a free Pain Split. So SoulWind has been playing this excellently, and it looks like he has a very early advantage. He has Stealth Rock, he has Alakazam, he has a Balloon Heatran. At first I was a bit skeptical. I thought, okay, he might just be overloaded by all these dragons, but no. SoulWind has been handling this game very well, and he has momentum in pretty much every situation. He has a full health team. He has potentially a Scarf Landorus, a Sash Alakazam to tank any one hit if he needs it. And I do not know the T-Tar set, but considering it is not Stealth Rock, that means it could be Choice Scarf of its own, and he has even more additional speed on his side, which is really good for tackling Pokemon like Garchomp. So we're looking at a pretty, advantageous situation for SoulWind here. If that is Choice Scarf T-Tar, then that might just be like Rock Polish Lando, but that's still equally as threatening, especially considering Latios is no longer going to be able to take a... Actually, it will probably live one Stone Edge, I think, but I don't think it's going to be taking it very comfortably if it comes in again. And I think it might even be a roll to kill if SoulWind has a boosting item or something. He's just going to Volt Switch here. I'm not sure to what. He has a couple options. I don't really know the set of his Mon, but judging from the typical Dragmag type of team now, that's probably Scarf Chomp, and this could be Choice Band Kyurem B. It's obvious that Tamahome expected to just beat through a Rainstall or destroy a typical Sand Balance with Skarmy, but I guess SoulWind innovated here and made an untrappable balance with quite a few tools to fight off of Dragmag, so that's pretty cool on his part. He's been playing this game very well, predicting the Surf each time. So, as you can tell, SoulWind is really doing well here, and I think he's going to be able to take Black-White and force a Game 3 situation. He is taking a bit here, but that's perfectly fine. He has all the time he needs to think about making the exact play and what to use to handle his Kyurem with. And he chooses Alakazam, which I don't really know the other sets on his team, so I can't say I agree or I disagree with it. Metagross makes a little comment here. I don't know. He has other options. In all honesty, he has a Landorus if he chooses it. If that's not Scarf. Kyurem B. He has a T-Tar if he chooses to do it, if it's Scarf Cube. I mean, that's honestly pretty fucking stupid just to say you only have one option when he obviously has more than one. Although I probably would not go Landorus there. I would probably just go straight up to T-Tar over Lando, but that's just me. Although then again, I think Zam probably, I guess, is the best. I don't know. I guess, because he doesn't have a counter to it at all anymore. But then again, that's if you miss Focus Blast here, then that would be absolutely fucking abhorrent. But I guess SoulWind is just going to go for the Blast here, and he's going to connect, and it's going to take out the Kyurem, so that's another breaker down. SoulWind has a Sash Zam, probably a Scarfmon. He's just going to go to his Magnezone. If I were SoulWind, I would not risk a Focus Blast miss. He has options, he has plenty of options, and I do not think a Focus Blast miss would be very good for him, because that gets rid of the Sash at a cost of absolutely nothing gained on his side, and he has quite a few options to switch into Magnezone. Actually not. He has Landorus. I don't know what set his Landorus is. I don't know if he wants to keep it or not. I'm going to assume he wants to, but then again, I do not really know. He could go straight for the Focus Blast, in all honesty. He really could, depending on his Lando and T-Tar and his, trans set, if he has HP Ice or not, to handle a stray, Dragonite. But instead he decides to choose a safe route, and goes with the T-Tar, and assuming that's Choice Specs, that is, ooh, Choppleberry. Okay, so I guess that might be just Choice Scarf. And there's the Flash Cannon, and it's going to take the T-Tar out, so that's actually a good, that's a good, it's a good play on Malfoy's part, but it's probably not enough to bring him back from the brink here. He still has a Sash Slam, which can take any one hit he needs. He has a full health Lando, a Balloon Tran, and he has pretty much any mon he wants he can switch in here with essentially no cost. Starmie, Rotom Wash, although I would probably say Rotom Wash for the Latios sack now, because now you almost certainly want to have the Rotom Wash here for a sacrifice for a Spectral Meteor, especially considering you're missing Tar, and that was probably your choice Scarfer. So it's going to be very nice for him to have a cushion for that. And assuming he has Signal Beam, then Latios is going to be dead the next time it tries to counter out Zam. So he goes out to his Blaine, his Fire-type Gym Leader. Yeah, SoulWind actually has an entire Gym Leader team. That's actually so cool. Like, not... Oh, he goes for Earth Power. Alright, it doesn't matter. He didn't really need to get a Magma Storm hit there. He just sacrifices this, and now Latios is too weak to take a Stone Edge from a Lando, or a Signal Beam Shadow Ball from a Alakazam, so that's pretty good for SoulWind. It's obvious that Alakazam is his next switch here, because now Magnezone dies a Psychic, and the only Mon that can really stop... Oh, he actually goes to Starmie. Alright, that's fair, too. That's actually just as good of a play. It doesn't matter. Because he just spins, and I don't know, maybe he has Ice Beam, maybe he doesn't. There's the Magnezone Sacrifice. He's going to go for an Ice Beam, and it's going to kill the Magnezone. That is a Life Orb Starmie. This is going to be able to kill a lot of stuff here. I mean, he goes to Garchomp, which is rather obviously Scarf. He has a pretty safe switch into it by Heatran, so... I mean, that's probably Scarf Chomp, in all honesty, because Kyurem was not Scarf, and he needs a Swiss Scarf for the beat Volk, so he can go into Heatran pretty safely here. He can also go into Landorus pretty safely here, so it's really just up to him which one he wants to choose. Depending on how bulky the Landorus is, he can choose that, or if he wants to go to his Heatran, he can choose that. Heatran is getting relatively low, and I think it might be to a KO'd by an Outrage here, but... we'll have to see. And he just goes for the Outrage, but that does seal his fate, however, with either... I don't know if Heatran has HP Ice or not, but Alakazam can just HP Ice him here. And judging from his Heatran switch here, that means he probably does have HP Ice. I don't believe he'd be trying to Magma Trap him or something like that. And yep, there is the HP Ice. Garchomp is going to get faded, and now it looks like Alakazam or Lando is going to be able to take control of this game and finish it off. So... Ugh, excuse me, guys, I'm sorry. But yeah, it looks like Alakazam is just going to be able to finish it off here. He just needs the HP Ice, and that's going to be it. Assuming this has HP Ice. Which, even if it doesn't, I don't believe Dragonite can win here. If he lacks HP Ice and this is a sub-DD, maybe he can win. It looks like he does lack HP Ice, but that damage it did is just far too great for it to be anything else. So... there's the E-Speed, and there's a Psychic Kill, and now we get into a Game 3 situation. Oh, I can't believe it. Oh, it's great, and SoulWind played this very well. I do not like Thomas' team all that much. I think BKC is the only person, not only person, but I think he's the only, not only, I think he has the build for Dragmag right now, and, yeah, so we're just going to be waiting for this Gen 4 game, and in the meantime, I am going to be checking up on Badass and see how he's doing, because oh shit, can Badass win this game? Oh boy, yo, badass is the best. Oh my god, oh badass. Oh Jesus. I love badass. They're gonna hate him if he hacks this win though. They really are. But I think badass has this game. He's won. I think. Oh shit, game 3 situation, and we're gonna be seeing a Roserade versus a Tyranitar. SoulWind going with the Pokemon game Nyx, and we're gonna see a Roserade on Tamahome's side. I really love DPP, so I'm going to be making as many predictions as possible. Tamahome is going to be probably running a Zapdos, Suicune, Cresselia team. Not all on the same team, but something that can abuse T-Spikes quite obviously, like Zapdos, Cresselia, or Suicune. SoulWind, however... SoulWind can be running either a... Sorry for the pause there, but again, interrupting me during recording. It's just like a PPC classic. But we are going to be seeing a Stonage from the SoulWind that might just be... I don't think that's Choice Banded. Yep, it is Stealth Rock, and Bronzong is going to reveal Stealth Rock, so this is pretty interesting. A Stealth Rock Bronzong and a T-Spikes Roserade and a Stealth Rock Stone Edge T-Tar. That's pretty interesting. I mean, judging by SoulWind, I assume the rest of his team is going to be similar to the typical balanced ones you see. Zapdos, maybe, Breloom, Starmie, and we're going to see an Earthquake from the Bronzong. I don't know if this is defensive. Maybe it could be Trick Iron Ball, although then again, Trick Iron Ball Bronzong is pretty stupid, because then you can't even switch it into Earthquake. So I'm just going to assume it's maybe a defensive version, or it could be an Okaberry Earthquake Explosion. I don't really know, but SoulWind's going to reveal his Rotom, so seeing a Rotom Wash makes me think this team has a secondary form of hazards, whether it be in the form of Roserade or maybe a more defensive, a more defensive Skarmory. He's going to Wisp, and he's going to sadly miss twice as he gets crunched, so that is actually pretty bad for SoulWind, and I do feel bad for him. That is really bad for SoulWind. I do not see him... I mean, I see him recovering from it, but that is definitely bad, especially considering chances are he does have another Mon that can be beaten by a Scarftar, and getting that burn is pretty crucial. And I don't know if that's Scarf Rotom or not. I'm gonna assume it was, because I mean, it could be Colbert. I'm gonna assume it's either I mean, it's obviously not Colbert, but So SoulWind switches in Dragonite on the Tyranitar. This could be either a mix or a Choice Band set. Just looking from that, it looks like it is in fact a mix set, and that is a leftovers bulky Bronzong. So he's going to go out to T-Tar again, and SoulWind is going to double down. And actually, he's not. I thought he might have went for this double superpower there, but he does get the burn off of Fire Blast on T-Tar, which is just payback. I don't really consider that much hacks because he missed 2 Wisps in a row, and that is indeed a form of justice. So while Dragonite here is pretty weak, he at least gets a little residual off on the Bronzong, and at the very least he does hurt a Tyranitar with a burn. So, although that would have been much better in advance, like SoulWind said, if he got this a couple years ago, a couple turns ago, that would have been great. But we're going to see a T-Tar come out once again. Dragonite's going to be pursued, and it looks like it's not going to be able to have another chance to really come out. SoulWind is going to go for the crunch on the T-Tar. He doesn't really care about taking 5 or 6%, and he can just save Dragonite as a sacrifice. So he's going to be able to kill the T-Tar. That does potentially kill some of Tamahome's speed. I do not know the rest of his team, but just looking at it, it probably is... It could have maybe... I mean, he doesn't have T-Speed. He didn't use T-Spikes. But there's a Hippowdon. That's actually really interesting. A Hippowdon with a Roserade and a Bronzong. Bronzong already using Stealth Rock. I don't know what set this could be. This could be a Choice Band Hippowdon, or it could be just a rare, weird, random, bulky Hippowdon. But either way, he's going to go ahead and use Stockpile, which is really just shocking. I really did not expect that. He has a Starmie response, but if this is especially defensive Hippowdon, can this Starmie actually manage to kill this? I didn't think I'd see this either. This is actually really interesting. A freaking Stockpile of Hippowdon. I assume it's Toxic Stalling, but if someone has a way to status this thing, or if he can just blow it away with maybe a Choice Specs or Life Orb Hydro Pump from Starmie, maybe he can get back on track here. I mean, I would imagine this is a specially based Hippowdon, although it might have a bit of a defensive investment, preventing it from taking hydro pumps incredibly well, so this pump is really not going to be doing all that much if it's a, I'd say, defensive Hippowdon. I mean, obviously he's going to go for the spin here, so Tamahome might switch not allow that, because I'm pretty sure he has a Rotom in reserve. Well, then again, it can also be a Gengar, but I'm going to guess it's Rotom, judging by the spike stacking nature of his team. Never mind, it actually is a Gengar, and Pump is going to connect, and it is going to fade that Gengar. Jeez, that did a lot. Is that Mystic Water? Oh, he's double Ghost? He's double freaking Ghost? What the hell? This is a weird team by Tama. This is a very weird team. I did not expect to see something like this at all. I predicted wrong. This is an interesting team. It has dual Sand and dual Ghost and a Bronzong. This is something you don't see every day. But SoulWind is just going to let his Starmie die, and he's going to probably just go for the Pursuit here. His last are relatively predictable. He already showed his T-Tar, his Rotom, his Dragonite, his Starmie. It's only logical that next his Mon will be something like Lucario, or maybe even Flygon. I'm going to lean towards a fighting type like Lucario, and he could have another Steel in the back as well. He's going to go to his T-Tar here. I am not sure why he decided to just let Starmie die. I mean, then again, he has 2 Mons in reserve there, so you never really know. He could certainly have a reason for doing that and not needing Starmie. I don't know the spread on this Tyranitar. I didn't really calc anything, so this could definitely just live 2 T-Balls, and he decides to go for the Pursuit flat. And he's going to go to his Hippowdon. Now, I do not know the set on this T-Tar entirely, but he's going to go to Gyarados here on the stockpile, and Taunt comes out from the Gyarados as Hippowdon decides to use Roar, and from the looks of it, this is not going to be able to tank much. He just goes to the Waterfall here, I believe, because there's... Oh, he goes to Dragon Dance. Alright, it doesn't really matter. He just taunts here, and I believe that's it, because I don't think Bronzong can really do much either way, but he switches out... Oh, Explosion. Jeez, I did not expect Explosion. That was a very good play from SoulWind's part. I probably would have just Waterfalled in the first place, but he really caught it. So, that's going to be the series. SoulWind beats Tamahome in a best-of-3, which a really surprise play. In all honesty, I did not expect a Explosion Bronzong, which is bulky, and in all honesty, I did not expect a dual Ghost team, but SoulWind brought a pretty cool team. I thought that was pretty cool at the very least, and my god, I guess his last would have been a sturdier, maybe, I guess his last would have been a Heatran, but that's gonna be it. But, I guess SoulWind's last would have been something like a Heatran, maybe an Infernape. It's obvious that he did need something a bit better to counter maybe the fight either, Steel types. So my guess would be it'd be either a Infernape or a Scarftran, judging by his lack of a Scarfer. So I'm just gonna end the video there, guys. Thank you all for watching, for the live commentary, and sorry for the interruptions. I really have to do something about this. In fact, I'm being interrupted right now. I really just hate... It's weird when you're a YouTuber and people you don't know, you know, I don't think my parents know I have a YouTube, but they just walk in on you talking to yourself. It's weird, but anyway, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. I hope you enjoyed the live commentary, and hope you enjoyed my as enthusiastic as I could possibly with some pacing in and out the room commentary on DPP. So thank you, and I'll see you all.